Work it all the time, don't forget, ladies. You're being judged all the time.
Yeah, so can you tell us about yourself and who you are and all the things you've done?
My name's Shola Yabadi, and I'm the chief executive of a company called Mahogany International. And within Mahogany International, we have a number of companies under it, which includes the Mahogany Bridal Show, which we're going for 15 years, which is an African Caribbean bridal show that we do once every year. And also we're actually going to do it in Nigeria next year. We have a top model color competition, which is an international modeling competition, which is aimed at models of color. So that's everything non-white, Asian, Caribbean, Hispanic, African, Caribbean, so on and so forth. And that is to try and find, top models of color and teach them about the industry and get them a chance to hopefully break into the mainstream industry.
Can you name me 2 Japanese designers?
Y3 as well, and a bathing in.
Speak up.
Your models, what is your motivation, your plans for them? When you see your models, do you see them making it, or how do you view them?
It's a bit like if we use football as an analogy. You've got some clubs which they call feeder clubs or selling clubs. I view Mahogany models as that. That the aim is to bring them up, make them good, and move them on.
Hi Samantha, how are you tonight?
I'm fine, thank you, and yourself?
Good, thank you. Can you name me the first black supermodel to walk for Prada in, I think it was 25 years?
The first one with Prada, would that be...
Top modeling agencies, won't they be the same agencies that perhaps would bring in a model that looks or reflects themselves more European look? Is that your intention to push them into, if that is the mainstream, is that your intention to push them back into that?
I think that's a really good question, because it goes back to what I said about England is unique in a situation, because if we were in Africa, we wouldn't even be having this discussion, because our models would be out there, they'd be working non-stop, not have a problem. America, very much the same thing. England, because black people don't have a financial power base, it means that we rely on mainstream to do everything for us. Whereas other countries do things for themselves. So it means that to change things, once again, going back to football, you can say I'm a crazy football fan, okay? If we look at the likes of Cyril Regis, when he first started, he faced the most abuse that you can imagine. Banana skins thrown at him, monkey chants and all that sort of stuff. But if he was not the first to go forward, there would not be as many black footballers as there are now. If one top modeling agency does it and have a great success with a Naomi Campbell or Jordan Dunn, the one down the road thinks, hold on a minute, I need to get my own Naomi Campbell. And they're going to do the same thing.
Hi Abby, how are you feeling? I'm not too bad, thank you. Can you name 2 female Italian designers?
So, you see yourself as a pioneer Are you the type of person that is opening the door for this change?
That's always a difficult question to answer because it's one of those that if you say you're a pioneer, do people start to think you're being big-headed about it? But at the same time, when I sit back and look at what I've done, what I've been able to achieve through myself and the company, and I look at our models and designers and companies that we've worked with and what they've gone on to achieve, and then I look at my bank balance, yeah, I have to say I'm a pioneer because it's definitely not for the money.
Hi Jerome, how are you today?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. I'd like you to name me 2 French designers if possible.
La Veille.
So, what do you say to those critics that may say, we fought long and hard to integrate, and now all of a sudden we've got segregated institutions, i.e. top model of colour or a black acting agency, and that's a detriment to what we're trying to do?
My response to that is easy, it's straightforward. In economics, there's a term they call supply and demand. If this so-called integration was working, there would not be, top model of color would not be a successful modeling competition. Because what will happen is all these models that enter my competition will say, sorry, mainstream is doing something good, why am I coming to you? Forget it, I'm going to them. Why are they not, in mass, the same sort of numbers that are applying to us, why are they not applying to these mainstream competition? Because the chances of them winning are very slim. They're not integrated, they don't feel comfortable, they don't feel at home. Okay, and that is what the issue is. It's purely supply and demand. Organizations like myself, competitions like what I do, you know, fashion diversity, top model of color, the Mahogany Bridal Show, they thrive and are extremely successful because we cater to a niche in the market.
Just step back a minute. Look at me. As a model, do you think this looks like a pose?
What I find interesting, worth paying attention to is the fact that a lot of these black ladies or black models try to, in their appearance, emulate the European woman. And in that case, why not just get the genuine European woman, as opposed to just finding the blacks just to, you know, fulfill targets?
I was wondering how long it was going to take you to get to that one. Excuse me. That is such a difficult one. I mean, if you speak to the average black woman, she says she does it not because she wants to be like a European, but because black men like their women to look like that. Is that true? Is it not true? I don't know, because being a black man myself and speaking to a number of black men, when it comes to the weaves and the wigs and stuff like that, a lot of us say we don't like them because we can't run our hands through their hair, you know, because you don't touch a black woman's weave, all right? Because she's gonna that's gonna be divorce proceedings immediately.